Please come.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Please have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Give a brief introduction to yourself, Nisha.
Sir, I was born in Jhunjhunu district of Rajasthan and I have been brought up in Delhi. Sir, I have done my graduation from Hindu College, Delhi University. I have done maths honors. Sir, my hobbies include doodling, running and watching advertisement. Sir, currently I am in Indian Revenue Services Income Tax.
When did you join the Indian Revenue Services? Last year?
Sir, I am 2022 batch Indian Revenue Service, but I took EOL and so I joined last November.
Okay. Now, Nisha, you come from Jhunjhunu. Probably the only one Sati temple in the whole of India is in Jhunjhunu.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me the history, how it came to be?
Sir, there is a story attached to that temple that there was one man and his wife were going somewhere, and then she was her name was Sati, and she sacrificed her life for her husband because the king over there came for hunting and he actually shot down his husband. So
Shot down her husband?
he was shooting down, but she was actually a savior for him, and that is why there built this temple
Okay.
on her name.
Now, my question is it appropriate to keep extolling Sati as a ritual or Sati as a tradition through a temple of this kind when in most of the, practically now under law, Sati is actually banned, it is illegal, and Sati is actually considered to be immoral, everything. So how do you justify the existence of the temple?
Sir, firstly, historically it has been not built to glorify the Sati ritual. Sir, secondly, it is now being used for prayers by the particular community. And sir, thirdly, there has been a legal step taken to curb Sati, and the last Sati case in Rajasthan was of room cover. And sir, thereafter there has been no Sati. So sir, the temple glorifies the ritual and the belief of a particular community rather than Sati as a practice.
There is also, I remember was it Udaipur or where? We had gone to this fort, and in the fort there was a whole area where the women in the fort had committed Johar, and that is a kind of a tourist attraction. So the question obviously comes to mind, the state like Rajasthan continues to celebrate these acts of Johar or Sati by women as an act of valor or as an act of bravery. Do you think this should be considered as an act of valor, or do you think there is another way to really look at the whole situation?
Sir, I believe that there is another way to look at the situation. And sir, it reflects the historical happenings rather than the glorification of some particular act. It depicts what has happened in history, and it depicts that how we have moved further and how we have changed the bias norm and how we are focusing more upon development rather than remaining attached to the historical beliefs.
Good. Now, your maths honors, Hindu college. Maths also your optional.
Yes.
During my time, there used to be pure maths, applied maths, etc., etc. There is only one maths now. As only one mathematics paper.
Sir, there are different subjects in mathematics. In whole of 3 years, there are different subjects. So, sir, all the fields are covered to some extent. And if some individual feels to specialize in some particular field, then there is option of masters.
I'm talking about civil services.
Oh, sorry, sir.
In the UPSC, there is only one maths paper, or this is again divided into separate areas of applied maths, pure maths, etc.
Sir, there are two papers, but the subjects are not divided as such.
Okay, it's all together.
Yes, sir. It's all
Now, have you heard of quantum field theory?
Yes, sir.
Okay, briefly explain to me why quantum field theory is important to understand the idea of the universe.
Sir, quantum field theory is essential to understand the universe because till the present time we have not wholly understood the continuous expansion of our universe as well as many phenomena. So, sir, it is bringing more clarity. With concept of entanglement, superposition, we are better able to analyze what is happening in our universe as well as its effect on Earth.
First of all, what is quantum field theory? Can you explain, please?
Sir, sorry, sir, I think I intermingled quantum physics and quantum field theory. Sir, I need to get more clarity on it.
All right. Last question. You know what is happening in Gaza?
Sorry, sir?
You know what is happening in Gaza?
Yes, sir.
What is happening there?
Sir, there has been a conflict between Hamas and the Israel.
Should India play a role in intervening in the conflict? And if so, how? What should India do?
Sir, considering the case that this conflict had created a humanitarian crisis, the people in the region are dying out of no provision for food, health. So, sir, I believe that India should intervene. It should help both the parties come on table and to discuss and resolve the issues with a conversation rather than conflict on the field, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nisha, you are now working as an Assistant Commissioner in Income Tax. So I would like to know, how did the women get the property rights? And what are the laws in income tax, provisions in income tax, which are helpful for the women?
Sorry, sir, I'm not exactly aware of the provisions in Income Tax Act for the women, but there are inheritance laws as well as Supreme Court ruling which provides equal right to the women and to have share in their ancestral property as well.
That is, are you aware of those provisions when it came up in 2005 when they made them part of the HUF? Hindu Undivided Family. They have been conferred the status of a co-parsoner. You have just joined, so you would not be knowing much about it, probably.
Sorry, sir. I will read about it, sir.
So now, are you aware when were women given property rights, Hindu women given right in property? Since when they have got the right?
Sorry, sir.
Let me tell you that they did not have the right to own property. They were only having the right to maintenance. And they were given property rights as late as 1956. So please go through that. And after 1956, in 1985, Andhra Pradesh was the first state to have given the right to the daughters also in the property of their parents, father. And as a sequel to that, in 2005, this has come about. Okay? Please go through that. Now, what are the, have you heard about conferring protection to women, working women, against sexual harassment? What are the provisions for that?
Sir, earlier there were Vishakha guidelines by the Supreme Court, and then POSH Act has been enacted by the Parliament. Sir, it has provision of internal complaint committee, which every organization with more than 10 employees has to make. Further, sir, there is she box as well for the women employees who cannot come, who do not have ICC in their organization, as well as the other women who can complain in that. Sir, further, there has been a provision for their relatives, their friends as well, who can complain on their behalf if they are not comfortable with that.
Why has the Supreme Court been kept out of it? There are a lot of cases which are coming up. High Court, you must have read about it. Why is the judiciary kept out of it? Provision of this act. Please go through it. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nisha,
Yes, sir.
you come from income tax. You mentioned something about extraordinary leave. What is so extraordinary about extraordinary leave?
Sir, it is a special sort of leave which is given particularly it is particularly given in, firstly, some services, not all the services. Secondly, sir, it is given for the particular purpose as well. And also there is extraordinary provision that it allows an individual to skip the training for 1 year and to join in the consequent batch without losing seniority in that.
What do you mean by direct collection of taxes?
Sir, direct taxes are the one where the individual on whom it is levied and the individual from whom it is collected are the same.
So what is the difference between gross and net?
Sorry, sir?
What is the difference between gross direct tax and net direct tax? What is the difference?
Sir, the difference is that net collection implies gross tax collection minus the expenditure which is incurred to collect those taxes.
Expenditure?
Yes, sir.
What is the expenditure?
Sir,
making rooms, building.
Sir, there are many costs attached with collecting taxes, such as administrative cost, the administrative cost, as well as the.
It is the refunds which you give back to the people.
Okay, sir.
Okay, not everything. Those things will come later. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Anyway, this was on the lighter side. Have you heard something about a transaction tax?
Sir, I have heard of banking transaction tax, which was proposed by one of NGOs, that is Athar Kranti, its name is. Sir, it is the proposed tax which has to be levied on all the banking transaction which individual takes.
Are we paying transaction tax now?
Sir, in terms of banks, whenever we take out the cash more than 1 crore, there is a tax on it.
Moving away from here, we come to Rajasthan. Lot of news regarding this, teachers entrance test, TET test. What is your take on it?
Sir, the recent news regarding TET exam was about the paper leak, which I can remember of. Sir, in that there has been, this reflects the lack and the loopholes which are existing in the system, which are letting to such adverse consequences, and I believe that it also degrades the morale of individual who are giving such exams.
One last question. Do you think our parliamentary system is functioning properly?
Sir, I do believe that it is functioning properly. We are able to channelize the voice of people. We are able to flourish our democracy by means of it. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Nisha. You're from Hindu College, right?
Yes.
I read somewhere it's celebrating 125 years.
Yes.
Okay. So, what is Hindu about this college? I have not understood. Is it college for Hindus or is it teaching of Hindu religion in some way? So, why the name Hindu?
Sir, there is no association of any religion or any teaching with the name of college. Sir, my college was built in 1899. So, with its historical legacy, it was named Hindu, reflecting the name of our nation, Hindustan.
Right. And in your extracurricular activities, you mention watching advertisements, right?
Yes.
Can it be a hobby at all or extracurricular activity? Do you spend a whole day or half a day watching advertisements?
Sir, not half day or whole a day. I watch it at some free time, and I do not even watch it every day, but as a relaxation tool, I use it sometime. I like the creativity which is infused in some seconds or minutes.
And some of the values that is imparted through advertisements, do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
You agree, right?
Yes, sir.
The idea of beauty in a certain way, right?
Yes, sir.
The various kinds of cosmetics and all. Do you agree with that?
Sir, the concept of beauty as well is reforming in advertisement. Earlier, there was focus upon the color and complex of individual, but now it has been focused upon that irrespective of the body's color, every individual is beautiful. So, sir, it reflects that we are evolving and we are evolving our value system as well, where we are focusing upon respecting every individual irrespective of their color complexion.
But they never show a dark person.
Sir, they do show now. Yes, sir, they do. Sir, in not just in the beauty products, they also show dark complexion individuals in the advertisements of clothing as well as other advertisement as well.
Right. One last question. What do you think of history, reinterpreting or rewriting history? Is there merit in doing that?
Sir, since most of the history which we read now has been with the viewpoint of foreign authors or with the viewpoint of Britishers. So if we try to rewrite our history, we can focus more upon the viewpoint of Indians, how they show, how they witnessed it and how they analyzed it in their times. So, sir, we can work upon it.
History of Northeast, anything you can say about that? Recently, there's focus on one important personality from Assam, right?
Yes.
Did you read about that? Prime Minister?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, recently Prime Minister unfolded the statue of Lachat Burkharan, I'm not able to pronounce it right, who was a Major General who defeated... He was a general in Assamese kingdom who defeated Mughal rulers. Right. So, sir, definitely we should write history of Northeast as well, because it is the least focused area, and we know very less about their history, and the more of the history has been focused upon the central and the northern India. So, sir, we definitely need to add some chapters to the history we are reading right now.
Thank you, Nisha.
Nisha, before you go, your namesake, Phogat, Videsh Phogat, you know who she is? Who is she?
Sir, Dinesh Fogart? Vinesh Fogart.
Vinesh.
Vinesh. Sir, she is a prominent wrestler in our nation.
Not related to you?
No, sir.
No. But Vinesh Fogart took a very, very bold step recently in the world of wrestling. What was it?
Sir, the recent step was about returning her medals, and it was in the protest to the authorities of Wrestling Federation of India. It was to reflect that reflect the atrocities which women wrestlers are facing.
Do you think she did the right thing?
Sir,
Returning the medal, what would it achieve?
Sir, they took it as a symbolic step, but I do not agree with their step. Sir, there are various mediums to highlight their issues rather than returning their medals. They are the role model for many individuals in our nation. So, sir, I believe that every individual has their right to express their viewpoint, but there are proper channels to reflect that rather than returning the glory which they have been bestowed upon.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just wait outside for 2 minutes. We'll call you back for the feedback. Nisha, for a moment, I thought that you were related to Vinesh because even her photo looks like yours. Anyway, lighter things apart. When is your interview schedule, Nisha?
Sir, it's on 27th March.
27th of March, which is basically 2 weeks hence.
Yes, sir.
17 days. And how many mocks have you done so far for this year?
Sir, it is my second mock.
Second mock, good. And how many more do you plan to do before the interview?
Sir, I'm here for parliamentary attachment and I'm not getting leave as such for mock interview. So I'll be giving 2 or 3 more if I'll get time in the coming week.
I think it's a good thing that you're not getting time because I don't think you need more mock interviews. You're doing very well. Just 1 or 2 nearer to the date of interview should be good. Just maybe one. Now, now, what is your own assessment of the interview today?
Sir, I committed many mistakes in answering and I didn't know the provision of income tax as well with related to women that I should know.
What else?
Else I think was fine.
No, you said because you did many mistakes. So one you have mentioned, which are the others?
Sir, I answered wrong to sir as well regarding that gross and net collection.
Till you realize that? Anything else? Okay, I'm going to, because all of us found you very, very good. So basically, we think that you should be able to make it to the civil services, IAS, this time. Your knowledge base is good. The way you answer questions with confidence and with poise, even in a difficult situation, is good. I like the way you answered question on the Sati temple in Jhunjhunu. You defended the tradition and without actually demeaning it and without justifying it. That's a good thing. Very often people would either say that yes, there should be no temple, or they would say that yes, justify why Sati is continuing. That was the right balance you did. I was very happy with the answer. There are some things you will not know. And the fact is that you are still doing your training. You joined only last year. Isn't it so?
Yes, sir, November 2020.
Yes, November 23. So, you are not, I know it's a 2-year training in Nagpur. At least 2 years. When I was there in Nagpur 40 years ago, for the first 2 or 3 months, we were just enjoying ourselves. There was no question of really classroom training and all those things. The staff, the faculty knew it. So you are celebrating basically at that time. That's okay. So if you don't know, but the only thing is that if you do not know, straight away say that I do not know. That's it. Nobody is going to question you because why you don't know it, even if you are in the income tax.
Yes.
Okay, that is one. Number 2, You seem to be in a bit of a rush when you are answering questions. It will be helpful if you just sound a bit more thoughtful. Take a pause. आराम से जल्दबाजी मत करो.
Yes, sir.
Structure your answer. You don't, but once you start answering, they should be well composed and structured.
Yes, sir.
And in that answer, put the best thing first so that it catches the attention of the panel members.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
You have 2 weeks to go. I don't think that you need to make any extra preparations or anything at all, except that keep in touch with current affairs, what is happening around you. Keep practicing in your own mind about how things are. If you want to discuss things with somebody in the family, your friends, whoever, just start talking about these issues so that when you talk about the issues, it will give you a way to really structure your thoughts. That's the only reason.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're good, you should be there, and I think next year you should be basically where you want to be.
Yes.
Okay? Any questions from anyone?
Any question?
Sir,
All the best.
Provisions of income tax for Hindu.
Just 1 second, sorry. Next one.
तो इतना बताना आपको कि it is not a test of knowledge, it is test of personality. And your personality is fine, you were not flustered at all. When you were not knowing, your personality is coming out very well. So don't worry about the things, just Google it.
पढ़ लीजिए, अगर नहीं पता है तो उसमें बोल दीजिए कि नहीं मालूम, बस ठीक है. नहीं मालूम होने से nobody is going to take it amiss.
Yes.
What they take amiss is that you are trying to hide things. Be upfront.
Yes. Yes.
All the best.
Last advice.
Yes, sir.
Be proud of your college, Hindu college.
Yes.
It is one of the oldest colleges, formed in 1899. I am also product from there.
अच्छा
See, be proud of it.
चलिए.
और 1880 वाले भी हैं.
हाँ, अच्छा
It
ठीक.
is the
चलिए.
second best college adjust
ओ-
as
And I
in the
read-
country
Yes.
currently.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All the best.
But sir, I tried searching for name that why it is named Hindu College. I didn't find any reason.
There was a nationalist fervor. Because of that, this college was started.
So that is what I thought. That's why I said that
See,
it is again.
and it has passed through a lot of turmoil.
Yes, sir.
It was earlier in Chandni Chowk, then
Yes,
it
sir.
moved to Kashmiri Gate, then the present location, etc., etc. It was earlier with Punjab University. Then when Delhi University was formed, then it was there. There was no Delhi University.
नाम हिंदू कॉलेज क्यों पड़ा?
वो इसी के लिए illustration.
आगे भी वो.
आगे
अच्छा आ गए ठीक है ओके ओके प्लीज गो.
So I'll tell you what. What you should do is, if you are not able to find out information on Google about why it's called Hindu College, say so. That you have been trying to figure out yourself as to why it was called Hindu College, but you have not been able to find information on that part.
You see, the Wikipedia will give you all these things. Go through the Wikipedia. I think this must be there. Okay.
Okay. All the best to you.
Thank you, sir.